Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. So today I'm going to tell you about the Buccaneers preview for the 2020 season. Now first off, I want to thank Stephen Land for the idea with this preview of the Buccaneers 2020 season. So I'm going to start it off with the Buccaneers defense. As the depth chart stands right now, the majority of the starters from the defense will be the same from last season. With another year under defensive coordinator Todd Bowles, there's a lot of continuity. Look for this defense to surprise a lot of people and do better than expected. They have to go against some, extremely good offenses in the NFC South. But remember, they're going against a Hall of Fame quarterback every day during practice, and I think that's going to have some benefits for that defense. Now, I drafted them in a few of my fantasy leagues. We'll see how that goes. I really do think that they're going to be able to force some turnovers. And with that stout run defense, keep a lot of the offenses in third and long situations. I'm really impressed with the progress that Todd Bowles has made with this Tampa Bay defense. So with the 3-4 defense, they're going to have a very solid 3 defensive lineman alignment. You got Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea, William Golston. They were the best rush defense last year, only allowing 75 rush yards a game. Now, it's going to be tough to repeat that, but they should be very solid if everyone stays healthy. Outside linebackers, very talented as well. You got Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaq Barrett. Shaq Barrett accounted for 19.5 sacks last year. Phenomenal year. Now, inside linebacker with a very good young linebacker in Devin White and veteran linebacker Levante David. He's one of the more underrated linebackers in my opinion. They're going to be solid. At cornerback, they have Carlton Davis, Sean Murphy-Bunting. Now, if you're a Bucs fan, you know the pain that we've gone through trying to find the right cornerback situation. It never seems like we can get a reliable defensive back play, especially the past 5 years, maybe even longer. However, at some point, it's got to all come together. I'm hopeful this is the year. They have another guy who's third cornerback, Jamal Dean, and he should be on the field quite a bit, especially with the majority of the NFL going 3 and 4 receiver looks. Now at safety, Antoine Winfield Jr. We drafted him in the second round from Minnesota. He's projected to start, as well as Jordan Whitehead, who also started last year. Mike Edwards, he's done well during practice, and he should see quite a bit of playing time. Now, there's a good possibility that they play some big nickel with 3 safeties. As the offense look, they're thinking about probably going 12 or 13 personnel probably 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight end look. You can really, with this scheme, take advantage of the tight end depth that the Buccaneers have. Rob Gronkowski, O.J. Howard, Cameron Brate, these guys are a mismatch waiting to happen. They're solid offensively on the offensive line with a healthy mix of the run game with Ronald Jones. He took a step forward last year. Sean McCoy, if he's healthy and gets in a rhythm, he can be great. Can't forget about Leonard Fournette. This guy's extremely talented. If he can stay healthy, he could end up being the number 1 guy and be a dominant force. Now, you never know about Keyshawn Vaughn. He's a capable 3-down back as well. So, with the 12 personnel set, to start the year out, it's probably going to look like Rob Gronkowski at 1 tight end, O.J. Howard at the other. Running back, Ronald Jones is going to start it out. Then you would have the 2 receivers, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. At right tackle, you have the first-round pick, who, out of Iowa, he is considered an extremely good tackle from what I've heard from reports. So he's going to be starting at tackle. Then you got right guard, you got Alex Kappa. Center, Ryan Jensen. Left guard, Ali Marpet. Left tackle, Donovan Smith. So, and then you got, obviously, at quarterback, Tom Brady. So everyone, except for Wirfs, has started together, so they have good continuity. They've played together before on the offensive line. On paper, this offense is extremely talented, and in my opinion, the most talented offense in the league. Special teams, you got at place kicker, Ryan Suckup. He won the job. They released Matt Gay, who they drafted in the 5th round of the 2019 NFL Draft. Now, Jason Licht's assembled a great team this year, so I'm not even going to mention that draft pick in 2019. So, yeah, I did mention it, but we're not going to expand on it. So, at punter, the starter, Bradley Pinion. Overall, with the special teams play, I'm hopeful that they can contribute to this year in a positive way. In the years past, the kicker's been inconsistent. So, theoretically, you got a lot of offensive opportunities inside or near the red zone to get scores. So if you can't convert for a touchdown, you need a solid kicker to be able to get you 3 points. I'm hopeful for this year. I would say that my biggest concern, there's a lot of hype, a lot of expectation. Having talent on paper can get you only so far. I just hope that Tom and Bruce can keep everyone focused with a team-first approach. There's only one ball to go around with all this talent around. I'm thinking that Tom's done this before with some extremely talented people who expect the ball. So if he can get them to buy into this team approach, I think that if anybody can do it, Tom Brady can do that. So he's shown that. His track record obviously speaks for itself. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. But there is definitely a lot of expectation and there's a lot of hype. And, the rest of the NFL has been hearing about that. And even though the Bucs have, it's going on 13 years going to the playoffs, there's still a lot of hype with Brady at quarterback and all these, talented position players around. I'm hopeful though. That's hopefully 2020 does not end up being 2020 with the Bucs. So anyway, we'll see what happens, and I'm just hopeful that the Bucs have a good year. Thank you for tuning in to this preview. I hope you enjoyed it.